Hello everyone, Samozaki here back again, and I would just like to say before I start this video, I went through so much and playing Star Wars 5. Like, I had to wake up at 5:30, and yeah, I had to wake up at 5:30 p.m. a.m. PST just so I could play in Star Wars. And it would be one of my best times I've ever had. Like, yeah, I had a couple flaws. Like, I did go up against like a soak shit engine, which actually tilted me. And then there were like a couple games where I just made key mistakes. And I somehow was able to get top 8. I top cut, literally, and I was just one play away from top 4. Like, if I made the play on top 4, which is, if you didn't see the stream, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I did end up losing though. I'm not gonna tell you how, but I did end up making a key mistake game in the down to the wire match, which pretty much would explain my tournament experience down to the wire. Also, I apologize for this resolution. I don't get why. Anyway, guys, this is my Ultra Series 2019 Top 8 in Star Wars 5, 3rd place at the... I hate being interrupted sometimes. Okay, yeah, SC Spike's 3rd place tournament. And so far 5-2 in Battle Spot, which isn't bad. This is my Raykiss team. I got top 8, it's Star Wars 5. By the way, there are 48 entrants and I actually overperformed really well, and a couple of guys actually got salty because they think I did not earn my spot. But I did earn my spot because I beat better people. Unlike the other guy that eventually got kicked. So anyway, let's go. First up is my Raykiss, the star of the team. And basically it's his the whole centered point of this team. Calm nature, which gives it like really good special bulk. And it tanks Kyogre attacks, it tanks Don Link's Necrozma attacks, it tanks Lele attacks. It can at least tank one special attack. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Never mind, it went away. And then I combined it with the ability of Serene Grace, which doubles any special effect. Like, another casual interruption right there. And now, the choice of item I used was a 50% berry. In my case, it was a cloth berry. It's just there to give Togekiss more longevity. And then I EV'd it a lot differently than most people would think. I did not put any speed investment. I put like most of it towards bulk. And a few to its attack. And the move pool is Follow Me, Air Slash, Tailwind, Protect. Follow Me is there for the whole redirection shenanigans, which helped me set up some of my Pokemon, which I will explain. Air Slash with Serene Grace gives a 60% chance to flinch, but it also has a 5% chance to miss, and I had that come up a couple times. Tailwind, just there for speed control, and then the standard Protect. I mean, if you're not happy with Protect, you could go ahead and run Encore or Thunder Wave. I wouldn't say that those are bad, but Thunder Wave situational, honestly, and Encore, you're not going to outspeed things like Mega Ray or Kyogre, lock them into a Protect or something. And that's all I gotta say, honestly, for Togekiss. It's really, really underrated, and I'm glad I took it. Next up, the Primal Kyogre I've been using. Now, my Primal Kyogre is like really different from most Primal Kyogres. I'm running a really fast one with Timid Nature. And then the EVs are just like specifically meant for an offensive variant, like those Choice Scarf Kyogres back in Sun and Moon series. With a movable Water Spout, Scald, Ice Beam, Protect. Some of you guys are probably going to be wondering, why am I not running Origin Pulse? I'm gonna be splashed with why am I not running Origin Pulse. I don't like the fact I can miss a move at the worst possible time. Because back when I was running a Choice Specs Kyogre back in Sun Series, I missed so many Origin Pulses that I really could not stand it. So, with Water Spout and with this incredibly fast set, you're at least, if you're outside of Mega Ray and maybe Scarf Lele and Tapu Koko, you're going to be outspeeding your Pokemon and hit them hard with a hard Water Spout. And with another interruption, I'm sorry, like, they don't like me. Yeah, but unfortunately this thing is pretty susceptible to, like, physical attacks like Leaf Blade. And honestly, this is really Water Spout oriented Kyogre. That's all I gotta really say. Next up, pretty generic Incineroar here. Sassy Nature, Intimidate. And Incineroar is my choice of Z move user with the Incinium Z, which powers it up to Malicious Moonsault, which I used just once. And it's really just there to hit things like Ultra Necrozma or any Psychic type that isn't Lele. Other than that, it really just hits hard. Mine is like an incredibly specially bulky Incineroar. It's more of a support role, but it's just pretty generic, honestly. Fake Out, Darkest Laria, whatever it's U-turn. To me, this honestly feels generic, and I'm really surprised I didn't use it a lot. Because most of my Pokemon like really synergize well with each other. And Incineroar, I actually used it a good amount. Next up, probably another one of those underrated Pokemon I've been using for my team is a Scizor. Now, on the stream, they called me out for using a Mega Scizor when I clearly blasted at them myself. Like, not to underappreciate that they were wrong, but, like, I already had a Mega Rayquaza. Why would I also run a Mega Scizor? Anyway, Adamant Nature, Technician to boost its base 60 or lower moves, like it's Bug Bite and Bullet Punch I'm running. I'm running a Life Orb just to increase its damage output. And I'm running like a really bulky size sleeper Scizor. Because I can afford to not go into speed investment because I have Bullet Punch and Tailwind. And this thing can work under Trick Room. Its other niche is that Swords Dance makes it a scary threat. But the one thing you gotta watch out for Scizor is if you're going up against Tapu Lele. Like, that is literally one of your worst matchups. Your Psychic Terrain will activate. Okay, I was checking my phone temperature right there. And yes, it does threaten Xerneas if it does get at least a +1. And Bug Bite, it's really just there to steal berries and also with stab. It actually O-code in the Incineroar +1. So I really believe Scizor is like one of those underrated Pokemon. And I use this over Ferroform because it only has one weakness, which is Fire. That's literally why. Only one weakness. Next up, the Pokemon that really synergizes well with Togekiss. It's Mega Rayquaza. With Delta Stream, you're redirecting things that are heading towards Togekiss, and then Dial's gonna get an interruption right there. And I'm running a typical standard Rayquaza with a fast offensive pace one with Swords Dance, Dragon Ascent, Extreme Speed Protect. And the bug stats, I just really think it's better in the Life Orb variant because you're really not risking getting hit with something bad like Ice Beam, which you could easily redirect with Togekiss and make it into a neutral attack because it's technically only a fairy type if Delta Streams up. And this thing is a monster when the Sword Dance up. Like, it's an actual monster. And also, Lele kind of deals with it handily because I can't use Extreme Speed and it's likely a Scarf, so unless I have Tailwind, I'm not beating Lele with this, so. A little disclaimer about this team, this thing's super weak to Lele. The team is super weak to Tapu Lele itself. One way I try to counter this is with Togedemaru. The cute little rodent. Jolly Nature, with the Lightning Rod ability, hopefully to redirect electric attacks away from my Kyogre, Togekiss, and my Rayquaza. I hold an Assault Vest on this thing just because I could give it longevity to like Origin Pulse. And its EVs are like a little weird. Like, I'm only running 28 and fully invested in special defense. Most of my other investments went to speed and then just the force to attack and defense. Fake Out, Nuzzle, Zingzap, U-turn are my moves. Now, I got suggestion that to replace Zing Zap with Super Fang. I really don't like that because you're not getting the flinch chance you're getting with Zing Zap. And then U-Turn's just generic for that. Nuzzle, incredibly underrated in this format. And then you got your generic Fake Out. And so, what do I have to say about this team? Well, I went 3-2 and a bye in Star Wars, which barely got me to top 8. And I'm really impressed. Also, be sure to check out my Twitter and Discord, just so you can keep track of my daily life. Of course, the Discord will be linked in the description below. And I am really happy to have made this team. It's one of my best successes yet in 2019, other than the Necrozma Trick Room team I made in Sun Series. And this is the 4th tournament in a row I actually did really well on. Like, you have any idea how good that is for me? It should hopefully net me, like, at least a locals meetup, eventually. And then, shoutouts to those people on the screen that helped me make this possible, or at least help make this team a lot better than I anticipated. So, shoutouts to Source Mutation, my MBL partner, Mixin Omega, the whole team, the whole crew at the SD Spikes, Moxie Boosted, Poke Strikes, Vats +1, and Ryan Hebert for driving me towards this unbelievable reality that I have with many successes towards 2019. And I really hope I can end this video on a positive note. So please like, subscribe, and leave a positive comment if you want. And I hope to see you guys in Twitter or Discord, or at least in the comment section. I deserve a lot more respect than I have right now. Like, I'm still a relatively unknown player, but I believe the Star Wars top 8 made me get a little more known. And yes, I am posting a QR code team with this eventually. I'm running the risk that people aren't going to just go ahead and just use this team like rapidly, because they're not going to believe Togekiss or Scizor will be good. They'll see the power eventually. Anyway guys, this is someone with Zachary over here, signing out. Hope you have a good time.